Welcome back to another episode in the Green Bay Packers franchise. It's week 5, and this time around we're gonna have commentary again. No clue what went wrong with my microphone, but I had that happen already. Last time I bought a new one, this time I don't know what I did. It just didn't work last time. Anyways, we're working on the strategy here. A rookie quarterback, that's Quinn Ewers. So, yeah, I don't think it's really something that's going to help us a lot. He's a very good quarterback, all right? So very high stats and all that. We're going to look at him shortly. But yeah, here we go. So these, of course, are the defensive players, and we have to decide on what the KPI will be. We force him to fumble. We force two. All right, we're going to try to force him to fumble once. That should be the target. If we get more than that, then that's fine. But yeah, it is what it is. I don't really want to overcommit here. So that's all we got for today. So boom, there we go. One fumble is the target. We are immediately going to step into the press conference. I hope that they don't give us the worst questions ever again. All right, so press conference time. I love these scenarios, man. They're really cool. Good to see you. There we go. Coach, we're 5 weeks in. All right, this is going to be a curveball question again, right? Do you feel like you have a solid idea of how good your team is? I'm going to say, of course, because I feel like I know how good they are. If you had to look into the future, how many wins do you think this team can finish with? I'm going to go 10 to 11. That is definitely like... Yeah, so, all right, not very optimistic. We'll check back in after the season's over. Yeah, so thanks for that. 10 wins, your team will earn 2,500 XP, and I'll earn 5 staff points. What happens if I win 15 games? I mean, that would mean that we would have to win every game from now on, and that's just not going to happen. We had a little bit of a rough start. Last week, what I did was I took care of a lot of the contracts, all right? And then I went on for ages about the contract situation right now and my thoughts about that and giving players new deals. So the players that got new contracts, right? Quay Walker was re-signed. I gave Jaron Hendricks a long-term deal. I gave Lamar Beckham a long-term deal. And Kingsley Anikbari was signed as well. We've got other dudes that are on really, really long-term deals that I just feel very good about. So, yeah. Nothing to do there. On the other end of the spectrum, right? We've got players that are up for negotiation this year. Looking at those, there's a few where I'm just going to wait how they develop. I feel like we have, good potential players in there, as well as some veteran players, mentors. I will not take a look at those too much because I don't think that's really necessary. But I like the young players that we do have. Malik Willis is a question mark. Randy Gregory is a mentor. Sean Ryan, yeah, let's think about that one. Zach Ertz is a mentor. Matt Areza, I think he will get a new deal. I don't see why not. We've got Eric Kendricks, that's a mentor. We've got Javon Kinlaw. I don't think I will be giving him a new deal because he's just cheaper as a free agent. I'm paying 2.55 mil here for this dude, and as opposed to he would really, I think he wants like 9 mil for 2 years, which is the math doesn't work out. So Micah Hyde, another mentor, and then the next one is Romeo Doubs. Romeo Doubs wants a new deal. I get that. He's 25. He's 82 rated. I feel like I want to have him on the team, and that's why I will be entering negotiations with him. He's currently injured. I don't mind that, but yeah, that's what's going to happen. The thing that I wanted to look at with you guys is the salary situation in this year. All right, we always have high paid players, and that's just the way things work. You have the star players and they just really earn a ton of cash, and when we look at this year, I'm actually feeling good about this. All right, we've got Jordan Love, of course, he's the quarterback, there's no questions there. Then we've got Jaire Alexander, 25.9 mil, that's around 26 million, only one player. Right, Rashawn Gary 25.5, so that's around 50 mil for 2 players, and again around 75 mil, almost 80 on 3 players. One of those is the quarterback, so I will kind of take him out of the equation here. Of course, Evan McKinney with 17.6. I feel like that is really warranted as my starting strong safety. Kenny Clark 14.2, which seems to be a steal. Oh, he's got Josh Jacobs in here at 11.3 and so on. I looked at that beforehand with you guys, talked about it, and I felt pretty good about it. When I do enter 2026 and we start to look at 2026, this is where you can see that problems arise. All right, here we had 3 players that were around 80 mil. Here I've got 2 players that are already around 70 mil. We're gonna add a 3rd player that's 100 mil, and that's 130 million for 4 players. And that's just too much in my opinion. That is just way too much. And this is where, you know, the where you have to evaluate what the value of a player really is. All right, starting left edge, Rashawn Gary. I've got a soft spot for him since I saw him on All or Nothing with the Michigan Wolverines on Amazon Prime. It's a brilliant show. Do check it out. It's a lot like Hard Knocks on the NFL network, whatever it's called. Plus, he's my starting left edge, right? I need a good player there, so I feel like that is money well invested. Kenny Clark, he's my starting D-tackle, so that should make sense, right? Wrong. 34.5 million. I don't feel like that even warrants any player, all right? And I'm really hard pressed with Jordan Love here, but all right. And then when I go lower, again, it's Jaire Alexander. And at cornerbacks, yes, he's an X factor, super valuable now. And I reckon he will stay an X factor up to 32, 33, probably. But I don't want to pay the money. He will want a deal next year, and he's not going to be lower than 100 mil, because that was his overall already on this deal. So it's just going to go up. He's an X factor and 90 rated, so that's going to be crazy money. And then when we step even further into 2027, this is when things get really spicy, because we've got suddenly Jordan Love, our quarterback. He's going up so fast. It's around 5 mil per year, 6 mil per year. That's a pretty big rise. But again, I think it's worth it as the play caller. Rashawn Gary going up to the 31. It's a little bit slower progression. It's around 3 mil per year. He goes down slightly, and then Xavier McKinney starts going up as well. It's just the way these deals work. And then we're going to have to re-sign those players, all right? By that time, Kenny Clark, now he's 29. He will be 30. He will be 31. So if we let him go, we have to have succession planning already in motion. And I'm really hesitant about what to do here, because these deals are just way, way, way too high for me to feel good about. Plus, the upside of these players, I'm just really questioning that right now. So what I will be doing is I will be looking for offers for Kenny Clark and for Jaire Alexander. You can call me crazy, but it's just the way it's going to be. They are too expensive. Over the course of 2 seasons, it's always around 55 mil to 60 mil for 2 players. That's just too much. I can't really justify that, especially when I look at what he's bringing to the table here. So again, I want to re-sign Romeo Doubs, so that's what we're going to be doing. I want him on a 5-year deal. I could try and shave that down to just get, what is that, 500,000 ready for us, but yeah, I don't really care about that. Look at the cap hit. It goes up to 11 mil in 5 years time, and he's one of the most important players, of course, because he is a freaking wide receiver. So let's see. All right, so he likes the offer. Boom, Romeo Doubs signed. That is fantastic. We can see he is a fantastic dude, 6th best cornerback in the league. It's fantastic, you know. I mean, I really like him. And there's nothing that's kind of going against him, apart from the fact that he's 28. Next year he will be 29. Injuries will start happening, and then he's going to be 30 when he leaves the team, and we have to fix the succession planning. So what I did was I went to trade away, and then I asked for offers, and I got a shit ton of offers. I can tell you that, right? So I got Denver Broncos, got Cortland Sutton, Vita Vea, Darius Robinson, Joey Bosa. Cool names, great names in there. But again, 36 on the cap, it's not going to happen. I'm not going to pay that. I'm just not willing to do that. We could buff the offensive line, so there's a lot of things that could happen. But again, I know we need a corner. And then I got this offer. And I really like this offer because Christian Watson is a fantastic player. He's 23. He's still on a rookie deal. He's 4 mil this year, 4.5 next year. Then he'll get a new deal. I can work with that. All right, so here's the trade result. We get Christian Gonzalez, 23 years old, 86 rated, start if trade, and 2 picks for 2026 draft, 3rd and 2nd round pick. Plus we are moving on Jaire Alexander, X Factor, 93 rated. All right, so deal done. That was good. The next one I'm going to look at, and I know I might get some backlash for this, and just tell me how you feel about it in the comments below, but the next one I'm going to look at is Kenny Clark. Those 35 million per year are just crazy. Those are just absolutely insane. He's one of the best in the league, and I'm absolutely hesitant to move on a fantastic player such as this. But then again, you know, it's just a price tag. I want to have some freedom in my cap situation, and he's just going to be bogging that down. I want to sign Lucas Van Ness to a good deal, and so that's just something that we have to make sure we keep the flexibility. So what I did was, again, I did the same thing. Get offers. Here we go. Now the 14.2 this season is not even that bad. It's the 35 next season. All right, so then I look through all. So this is hello Christian Watson, by the way, with the Bills. A lot of offers, right? A lot of good players, interesting players, but I'm looking for a positional switch. So I didn't get a D tackle that was interesting to me. I got a lot of interesting dudes. I liked Mason Smith, 78, 22 years old. All right, so we're moving on Kenny Clark to the Jags. We are receiving Mason Smith. He's 22, 78 rated. He's got a normal dev trade. Now we're also getting some picks. I don't really care too much about these. I'm just interested in reducing our cap impact here on one hand side, and of course on the other hand side, just getting younger players onto the team so we can make sure that we're future ready. Still as quarterback, Quinn Ewers. He is a hidden depth chart player, 78 overall, 22 years out of Texas. He's going to be one of those that's, at least from what he's projected to be just a pretty good and solid quarterback here. So I expect a good performance from him. He's got Justin Fields and Torrey Brooks sitting behind him, so this is actually a very, very good quarterback room with a very good backup player that's almost equal. And Najee Harris out injured. Ashton Gianti will be the starting running back. We've got Marcus Short as well. Patrick Ricard is the fullback. Receivers, George Pickens is injured. We've got Roman Wilson, who is a one-year player. We've got Calvin Austin, we've got Ben Jefferson and Mitchell Tinsley. To be fair, I only think that these two are going to be very dangerous. Ben Jefferson is solid. He's a good slot receiver, but I don't know. He just never really, you know, got that going what I wanted to see from him. He was very good on my first franchise series with the Rams on Madden 22. So there we go. Or my first YouTube franchise to fix that. So Pat Frymouth injured. We're gonna have Darnell Washington. He was very nice when I brought him onto the Panthers. I think he's just a sleeper, dude. 6'7". He's just huge. He's super fast. He's agile. Love that. Really great tight end. Connor Hayward and Jack Coco. Yeah, no words. Broderick Jones out injured. So Josh Jones will be taken over here on the left tackle. We've got Isaac Seumalo, who will be the left guard. That's looking good as well. On center, we've got Zach Frazier. He's 24 and 79 rated already. Looking very nice. Eric Jacobs, the backup. James Daniels on the left guard position. Right guard position, 27 and 80. Behind him, Mason McCormick. This is actually a really nice setup. I like this. Good age separation. And Troy Fautanu, 24-83. A good addition here. And Lewis Kidd. Jesus. Just the difference in head size is massive. Sam Howard on the defensive side of things, joining from the Bengals, of course, 30 and 76, and Logan Lee. We've got the right edge, Cameron Hayward, X Factor Fearmonger. He's out currently. John Wagner, the backup, so maybe he'll be facing us. Keanu Benton, D-tackle, 24-79. Of course, Zion Logue and Roderick Perry, the second. TJ Watt is also out injured, as is Reggie Stuckey, that's a rookie. Patrick Queen is up and running. Cole Holcomb out injured. There's a lot of injuries to their defensive line. I mean, I'm not going to say things are going to be easy, but you know, a lot of the players that usually are nasty, like Cole Holcomb, are out currently. That might help us. Alex Highsmith is fit though, 28-90. So Nick Jackson sitting behind him. Joey Porter starting cornerback here. Dante Jackson. Beanie Bishop Jr., Ryan Watts, and Corey Trice. The lower three not so hot, but those very solid, very experienced players. Minka Fitzpatrick, X Factor, not X Factor, but Superstar. on the free safety position, 93 overall. I've got Shiloh Sanders here, the rookie, and Jalen Thompson. On strong safety, we've got Deshaun Elliott, another experienced player, very, very good 7-year veteran. And we've got Tyreek McCullough, who's 22 and 71. That's another rookie. Chris Boswell, the kicker, and the punter, Cameron Johnston. So, how do we approach this? I would really like to get some fumbles. All right. So the weekly strategy will have to revolve around that. Defend the outside run. I'm not really sure. I think we should try and contain him, right? I think we're going to try and limit the short passing. That's just something that I feel like should happen. We're going to go full pad training. We're going to go splits here. We're going to go splits here. We're just going to go splits everywhere. That's basically the way things are going to go here. Starting for the left outside linebacker, I want to train Win as well on this position here. We're going to go with splits, and with the backup here because I want to train Oladapo a little bit higher. So, offensive game plan. How do we handle this? I think it might throw it deep is interesting. Personally, I'd go with a blitz counter. I feel like they're going to be pushing us, they're going to be rushing us. It's an incredibly tough defense, and we just have to make sure that we're prepared and ready for that. Now, how do we handle offensive fatigue? We've got 100%, that works for me. On quarterback, we're going to go splits. Again, I want to have Jalen Milroe grow a little bit as well. On running back, we've got a split situation. I want to have Lloyd and Dylan also get some experience points here. Same goes for fullback, who cares? Starters, let's go with this. We've got the tight end group. Luke Musgrave is back. That is brilliant. We're going to go with a split here as well. Let's not try to, just not immediately injure him as well. We're going to go with splits all across the offensive line. Except for the center, I want to have Monk to get some more experience, and Hauser as well, because all the other dudes are injured currently. I'm going to do the same with Carson Barnhart. I really feel that we might be running into problems if the backups aren't really up to snuff. So there we go. It's a clash of conferences today in Acrisure Stadium as the Green Bay Packers, led by Jordan Love. He's currently the season leader on passing. Will go up against rookie quarterback Quinn Ewers and a very, very good defense. The Steelers are notorious for having a very, very dangerous, a very good defense. So that's just something that we have to really keep in consideration, keep in mind with everything that we do. Don't give the ball away cheaply. Don't make mistakes. Don't, allow them to just, get into our heads. And, it's more or less the same every game, but it's just as simple as that. And we have to acknowledge that we are not the team that we were last season. Last season was last season, all right? We had a team that was extremely good, surprisingly good to be fair, winning a Super Bowl, good. And now we are in transition. And that transition will take time. That is something that doesn't happen immediately. There we go. Jaden Reed with the run. Very quick player. Just getting out of the block super quick. And picking up that first down right there. Very clean pass here by Jordan Love. I want to get him into the top passers. I want him to be boosted to an X factor within the season. That's the target basically. We've got Palmer, Ertz, and it's just such a pain in the noggin, to be fair. Oh my lord, that was that was really bad. Into the hands of Deshaun Elliott. The pass itself, I think it was good. I think it was a little bit low maybe, but then Kid Zackers have gone a little bit lower, or just go towards it. He was like, he almost had it, and Deshaun Elliott just kind of zipped in there, grabbed it, and that was it. So, quick turnover, and now time for Quinn Ewers to show what he can do. 1,000 yards already. This is gonna be interesting. 3 points. All right, so that's a field goal. That is decent. We're gonna go the zone week. Gonna go right to left here. Let's see how that works. In 3, 2, 1, off we go. Yikes! Alright, that was horrible. That was horrible. Alright, so I had to take a quick break, but there we go, we're back inside zone. The run play might be very hard to pull off against this team, so we're going to try and beat him with the 4 verticals. Josh Jacobs going to go straight, going to go through, and then we're going to try and hit him over there. Can we do that? Nope. Minkah Fitzpatrick shut him down, got close, and that was that. So, Luke Musgrave, 12 weeks? I don't think that is right. I don't think that's right. And, well, we're experiencing a little bit of a slowdown here. A little bit of a slowdown. Can we... Yeah, that slot screen did not work at all. There we go, that's a sack. It's an injury timeout. It's going to be Jordan Love taking a seat. All right, so Jalen Milroe will have to take over. We're going to punt. We are going to punt. Matt Arasa, here we go. This is calling on you. There we go. Let's put that out towards the left-hand side. It's going to be inside. So come on, special teams. All right, track down at the 48. Unless there's a huge surprise waiting, I fully expect this team to score. Here we go. There we go. 0 and 10 in the first quarter. Come on, guys. Packer unders. It's the first... No, it's not. Jordan Love is back. So thank God for that. I'm going to be looking for Jordan Wicks or Lamar Beckham. Jordan Wicks. It's Dontavian Wicks, for crying out loud. That was awesome. I love Dontavian Wicks. He's so, so good. He just survives the catch. Survives the impact. And that is tremendously important. All right, this is the play where we had the turnover before. Now it's going to be Wicks on that route. And Beckham on the short one. Ooh, and again, he moves ahead of him. Did you see that? Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Oh, wow, wow, wow. Wow. Yes, I watch way too much of that channel, but it's such a great channel. I love it as Marshawn Lloyd picks up a first down. It's going to be the end of the first half, and as the away team, we have it slightly harder. Just going to take a breather here. Our offensive line is thoroughly weakened, and that's basically where I want to draft. I feel like we will not have to draft on defense. I had a lot of scenarios in my head on how to approach and tackle the whole all the players situation. Didn't really work out that well immediately. I feel like we are now in a spot where we've got young players. They'll just be able to grow, to gel together, and just get better together. That's what it's all about. Creating synergies, creating understanding, and getting the ball to Marshawn Lloyd. Speaking of which, here we go. Let's get the play underway. Out of here. Can we get... I want to have... Oh, come on. Number 67 tried to block here. 3rd and inches. We're stopped here. And we're just going to go with a halfback zone weak. This should be an easy pickup here. Just going to go slightly center to center left. Boom, 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 boom. Hard hits from all sides. It's a tough defense. And can I just remind you that they're missing like star players on every position. Well, almost every position, but you know what I mean. So now, Jaden Reed. Gonna go the old, in and out thingy. What a good catch. Jesus, man. He had the players incoming already. Jordan Love had to get it out. Didn't have a lot of time. And now we're going to go with another short pass play. Lamar Beckham. Zach Ertz, I don't trust him. I don't trust him. That last play was, you know, really made me a little bit scared. But there we go. Lamar Beckham with a catch. Love to get him revealed. Love to get him revealed. I'd love for him to be, I don't know, something crazy like an X Factor. That would be a very nice narrative from a free agent to, you know, to superstar player. But of course, I know that he's a star def trait player, and yeah, we're still working on our first touchdown here. Just as a heads up for you guys, Mike Tomlin's building a good team over there. There we go, try flood. Again, we're gonna go with a short Lamar Beckham. Zach Ertz, if he does get open. I doubt he will. There we go. Ushered out of bounds here, but number 41. That will make the clock tick a little bit lower. We're going to set a pack of slants, but I will go for a run play and just make sure that the clock will start ticking. There we go. 1 yard, and we're ticking. Now you might ask yourself, why is it so important to get the clock running if you're down 10 points? Well, I want to score, and if it's going to be a field goal or a touchdown, I don't mind. But I really don't want to give them the ball back with enough time to hurt us. All right, that's the target here. I've got Tavian Wicks on that lovely route towards the right pylon. I really like that. Let's see, do I get him open? Or am I gonna get shit-faced here? There we go, catch! Number 41 doesn't get it. And I'm gonna go down here at the 6-yard line. No timeout called. That is lovely. That is lovely. Let's go with the slip screen. From here on out, we can try the pass plays. If the pass play does work, great. If it doesn't work, it's just gonna be putting a hold to the game clock here. So 15 seconds on the clock. We're gonna let that tick down close to the 30-second mark. 3, 2, 1, off we go. Let's get that drag working. Oh, and the shutdown is there. Number 91. That was Lee, and he really sniffed that one. He really sniffed that one out perfectly. Let's go. 20 seconds. We're going to score a field goal. At least it's going to be a field goal. But now we should start being a little... What was that? Oh my lord. Did Kenny Miller just stand in the way of that? Do I want to look at the replay? Do I really want to look at the replay? I do. I want to see where that ball plinked off. Look at that. Perfect route. Perfect route. And here comes Josh Jacobs. And now let's see. Does the ball go off of the defender or off of our own player that's moving into that space? Because I don't know why. Would have been clear. And I think that would have been a touchdown. That was very open. Alright, we're going to go with the Tavian Wicks. Maybe Lamar Beckham. Off we go. Oh, for fuck's sake. Oh, for fuck's sake. Yeah. And that is... I don't even know what to say about that. That is so stupid. Why do I do that? Time and time again. But I do feel like it's the defenders that are just moving a tad quicker than the receivers. So now I want to have a quick score. I want to use this drive, have a quick score. Let's hope our defense manages to hurt them in the receiving drive. Beckham, Wicks, here we go. Did you just see Wicks pick that one up? Did you just see that? I mean, that is just a thing of beauty. He goes low, grabs it, ties his shoelaces on the way there. And then, again, I think it's Fitzpatrick that takes him down. All right, here we go. We don't want to be deterred. We do not want to be deterred. We're going to go with this again. I feel like we could try and just force it down their throats again. Fitzpatrick is back there. Jaden Reed might be an option. Ah, there we go. And did the ball come out? No, he defended it, man. I love the dude. I should make him my receiver number 1. He is so good, but I'm sure he's going to get there on his own. He doesn't me putting him there. He's going to get there on his own, man. What a good catch, man. Wow. Ertz and Beckham. I'm going to look for Beckham. Psych. I went for Ertz, but Ertz is too slow, too close to the defender. Gets dragged down. Alright, so is there a play I like? Obviously not. So we're going to try bench now. Beckham is very nice and quick. Let's try this. I want to look for Jacobs. 3rd and 8. God damn it. The defender just came there and just stood right into the right where Josh Jacobs would be going otherwise. Dontavian Wicks, maybe a read. Maybe we've got read on this one. Nice, and stepping inside. What a lovely day he's having. There we go. Just super precise. Super precise. Jaden Reed is fantastic. And I really feel like we have the right dudes on the team right now. On the receiving side, we've got a great quarterback. Come on, defense. There we go. 7 and 13. Our chance to at least draw the game. Catch up to the Steelers on that one. Because, you know, it's never easy coming from behind, but I feel like we can pull this one off. Again, Wicks and Beckham. Tiptoeing around everybody. Getting the angle. And at the beginning of the quarter, we have to make sure that we use the time cleverly now. We need a quick touchdown, and then we need to be able to reply fast. So there's always that. And we have to make sure that we manage the clock as best we can. Ah, shit. Shit, double, triple, fucking shit. Man, fuck this secondary. I mean, I knew it. I knew that it was going to happen, but wow. What a bad game. What a bad game. I'm just sitting here shaking my head, man. That was such a wasted opportunity. Alright, here we go. Palmer, Reed. Maybe Reed would be the best route again. So I'm going to go with Palmer. 4 minutes 24. Let's speed things up here a little bit. Come on. Halfback slip screen. Come on, Jordan Love. Don't let your head hang. You can do this. You got this. For fuck's sake, man. Fuck you, Joey Porter. Again, just exactly where he needs to be. And I'm swearing like hell here, but he's just doing his job, and he's doing his job very well. Dontavian Wicks, here we go. Did the ball come out? It came out. Dante Jackson with the stop here. 7 and 19. All right, so we are gonna, I think we're gonna fall behind again, but we're gonna try it. I'm gonna try it nevertheless. They're gonna bum rush us, I know it. So Wicks or Beckham will have to be my receivers on this one. Can we get it away? No. We can't get it away. Nobody gets in the position where I want them to be. And that's a sack. We're denied. Well, it's not a sack because we got the ball away, but... Oof, 7 and 19. Man! Well, today was a day to forget. What a horrible game. Jesus Christ. How about a safety now, huh? Would we like a safety? I wouldn't. And we've got no timeouts. Jesus Christ. All right, let's go. We got to be super quick. Let's get Wicks on the way. Boom. Well, it is what it is. We have an offensive line that is not able to withstand the pressure right now. We have to acknowledge that. We've got injuries. We brought in 2 players to help us out on the offensive line. Gee. All right. I think it's time for me to just say, all right, this game is over. We are gonna give Milrow a start. I am, to be fair, I'm really a little bit frustrated here. And by a little bit, I mean a lot. I don't get why we are so horrible. It makes no sense. It makes 0 sense. Those interceptions were bad. We didn't get players into positions where we wanted them to be. And there we go. Just quickly out of bounds. 1 minute 13. Even if we score, it's 99-14. We would need another touchdown. This is tricky, man. This is real tricky. So we're gonna flip it. I want Lloyd to go the other way. Reed go towards the right. There's so much time for them to just go around everybody and go for the tackle there. There's so much time. It's just way too much time. Jesus. All right. All right. So I didn't want to press that. I wanted to... How do I spike it? You know, this is something that I don't understand. The option to spike should be very, very easily accessible, and it's not. I don't know how to do it anymore. You know? It was just I don't know. It was when you just had to press I think it was R1 or something like that. But it's not anymore. And I don't know how it works. That's ushered out of bounds here. So there we go. Verticals. Let's try this one here. Again, if you know how to spike it, just let me know. I can't find the option anywhere. I don't know. I really don't know how to do it. I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't know how to do that. I don't think Ertz will be off into space. Nah, he's not getting away. Very good secondary. 10 seconds to go. All right, let's go with this one here. Again. I'd love a timeout. I'd love to do something now about the score, but it's not going to happen. Those timeouts were used, and we're going to lose 7-19 against the Steelers on the road. An absolutely bone-crunchingly tough team. And Quinn Ewers. I don't think we're going to be successful in the target here. Milrow had an outing that was okay. But apart from that, nothing happened that was even worthwhile mentioning. All right, so this week we took care of two very cap-related trades. You can see this. I'm gonna make it bigger. All right, so this week we took care of two trades that were just meant to ease the pressure on the cap for next year. In terms of having a successful season, we are 2-3, so we're not super horrible. But to be fair, guys, we should be doing so much better. We actually helped along Quinn Ewers here quite a bit, and Pat Mahomes is going to catch up. I just know it. So Jordan Love, we're going to have to stay in the race here. We've got Christian Gonzalez going up with 2 interceptions and deflections. Personally, I felt like today's game was just, it was a typical away game against a tough team. We just got nothing working on one hand side, and on the other hand side, we just are missing quite a few key players as well. So it's a combination of everything. Plus, we are just transitioning. That's something that's happening. We are playing with these players currently, but we've got 77 rated hidden death trade players waiting to take over again. So that hurts. We've got our starting tight ends out injured, so we're playing with this bunch of whatever that is. I like the wide receiving core. That is like a saving grace here. I think like Jalen Milroe stepped up and he wasn't that horrible. I also like the situation that we have on offense apart from that, but it's just too many injuries. As for the transition, I'm really liking what I see here. I know I could go with Javon Kinlaw, for instance, here next to Mason Smith to solidify that, but I want to give the snaps to Sanders. I want to see what his hidden death trade is. And maybe, just maybe, we're lucky and we get something nice here. Overall, I like this look. I really do. All right. We've got a fantastic set of players here. And I just can't wait to see how these players grow, the younger players. Some of these have to grow quickly and quicker than others. But I also like how we solved that situation. I like Stokes. I like Gonzalez next to each other. I like the edge situation. I also think this is pretty good. And overall, we are just really in a good position. So I reckon it's just going to take some time. And I have to be patient with myself and with the players, of course. And I hope you were patient with me. So if you liked it, drop a like. Please consider subscribing. That means a lot to me, as you know. As always, guys, thank you so much for joining me, for making this special. Thanks so much for being here. I appreciate each and every one of you a ton. And as always, stay awesome and see you next time.